It's starting now. All right. We're live. I guess I clicked start somehow.
All right.
It's Black Friday. Are you doing a Black Friday sale?
Yeah, it's going on. I'm doing four sales on 4 days, Black Friday all the way to Cyber Monday.
Okay. Nice. I like it. I think the more the merrier, honestly, with the Black
Yeah,
Friday
I'm
shit.
thinking of like doing like, hey, store-wide coupon, store-wide sale. These are the products, and
Yeah.
then I kind of I'm not sure which way is the right way. Well, I don't think anyone has the answer for it. I just decided to make a pitch for a specific product every day and a sale basically for that product for that day.
Yep. Yep.
So I'm hoping that will do better than the idea of just straight up just go buy everything from my store, whatever you want. Hard to tell what's gonna work. What's your take here?
Whether you should do it like everything
Yeah,
on the store or specific
yeah.
items.
Give the kitchen sink, like take
Um,
where you want, or like sell each of them individually. So what I'm doing is daily deal, basically for 4 days.
I like bundles. Like that's
Bundles
what
are even harder to put together.
I
Because the
did.
question is
Yeah.
someone has bought something, someone hasn't bought something, so now you're like trying to make it such that only the people who haven't bought anything are the ones who will try to buy.
Yeah, but I don't know, but that's a majority of your list. So,
But the best people are the ones who already bought.
yeah, and you don't need to, they're going to buy in the future. You don't need to do Black Friday sale necessarily to sell them.
That's fair point.
I mean, you could do both. You can have a bundle and then you can do like I think it's stronger to just push one thing. And sometimes people will buy the bundle anyway, even if they already own one of the products. If I've done that before where the discount is steep enough. So,
Yeah, yeah.
I did a bundle for all the people Josh deleted from the list.
How did you
So,
get them back?
what's that?
How did you get them back?
Josh had them. He was able to get them back for me. So I put them on the MailChimp list and then I just did a bundle.
And
So
what happened?
I don't think the email has gone fully out yet. We'll see because it's MailChimp. It did it. It's doing it slowly. I have to look and see. I'll look in MailChimp, but I see one sale came in so far from there. So I have to make $500 at least to cover the MailChimp for a month.
That's how many people you deleted?
70, like about 80,000.
80,000 have been deleted over the last few months.
Yep.
Dude,
I know. A lot of them came from his Sublime list. So
can you sell my product to that list?
I will. I'm just gonna blast them with fucking sales until Mailchimp shuts me down.
Yeah.
Mailchimp was eventually gonna shut me down from spam reports, but I don't care. Like I might as well blast the fuck out of them. Like there's just no reason to not do it. So that's the thing is like I was trying to explain to Josh. I'm like don't like. I mean, 77,000 people. Even if the open rate is like 2%, it doesn't matter. Like that's still like blast the hell out of them. Like we can make money for sure. Like there's no reason to not like I don't know. There's just no reason to not be doing something with them. I rather not have people delete from the list, honestly, like ever, because even if I don't know, like to me, there's like very little cost keeping someone on a list besides the ego of watching your open rate drop, which
Yeah.
I agree, that does suck, but at the same time, there's potential advantage of that. Like it can, some of these people are going to buy and some people will like re-engage. There's a lot of reasons why people stop responding to emails, and sometimes they get back on board. So
I think Josh's point is more also along the lines that his deliverability gets hammered if it keeps going below a certain point, right? Or
yeah, I don't see any
if the
evidence of that.
people who should be getting emails are not getting emails because the ones who are not opening are screwing it up.
I don't see any evidence of that though. That's like I
I
don't
mean,
know. Someone needs to show me some conclusive evidence that that's happening.
that's one of the things they talk about in the
Mm.
in marketing courses, right? That's
Yeah, it's bullshit though. No one ever proves that. Like I've never seen proof of it. So
yeah.
it's just like it's one of those like what do you call it? Urban myths, urban
I don't
legends that
know.
people believe about email marketing.
We might have to go take a look at the details and numbers to see what the truth is there.
I'm blasting 77,000 people right now, and I'm getting opens. So that were deleted from the list. So
Hey, how
I mean,
about
I'm
the
not getting a very high open rate, but obviously I'm getting deliverability. So in fact, Mailchimp is telling me that successful delivery is 96.9%. So
what's the open rate you're getting right now?
it's nothing. It's crap. It's like 2%. But you know,
2%?
these are of the shittiest, ones that Josh had pulled. So
2%. Oof.
but yeah.
What would be interesting is if we can somehow. There's nothing you can do with 2% open though.
Oh no, there's plenty you can do with 2% open.
I
When
mean,
you're getting 2% open out of 77,000 people,
yeah.
there's plenty. Those people that are opening, the click-through rate is on clicks per opens on those. It's like it's something around 15 to 20%.
Yeah. Clicks per open.
Yeah, because those people are clicking if they're opening, right? That's the thing about non-responders is yes, non-responders are less likely to open, but they're more likely to click if they do open. If you think about it, it makes sense.
15 to 20% of 1,000 people, 2,000 people is like, yeah, 200 to 300 clicks.
Yeah. Plus, some of those people are going to re-engage and stuff. So
you can sell stuff to
yeah,
300 clicks.
the biggest thing I'm finding that we need to that I think we've gotten away from on the simple programmer stuff is I'm reading through. I decided to read through Jeff Walker's launch book just because like I'd always avoided reading that book because I'm like, oh yeah, I know how to do launch. I've done like launches before, obviously. Like this is, but I was like, okay, I need to go back to the basics and figure out what we're doing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a couple of things. One of them is the pre-launch is not happening. The pre-launch is not happening. Right? You have to do a pre-launch sequence. And when I look back at how to market yourself when I first launched that, and even when we did 10 steps, we followed it to the T. We did the pre-launches, and then even with the launch sequence itself is, I think that's fairly decent, but there's a few elements that are missing from that as well. So, but I don't know. There's definitely some issues with it.
So far on this?
On the imposter syndrome?
Yeah.
It's looking like 6 so far. It's no good.
No, something is off.
Price
point. The price point isn't really that prohibitive. That's the other thing.
No, the price point is fine.
Yeah, if it was like $1,000, $2,000, you'd think that okay, well, that is keeping. Here's the thing: imposter syndrome. Okay, so I realized when I was doing the meditation thing, it was way out of the realm of books. So it needed a lot of persuasion in some ways to sell them.
Exactly. That's pre-launch. That's pre-launch. Yeah. That's what's missing.
I'm in agreement with you. But with the imposter syndrome thing, with the messaging you guys have, it's not really that far from the left field. It's along the same lines as we've been talking. It's almost like saying we would have had to do messaging on mental toughness before we did mental toughness.
No, what you have to do is see the whole point of the pre-launch is when you do pre-launch, what you want to do is you're building excitement and anticipation, and you're also building up the reciprocity because you're giving away free valuable content before you open the cart. The key is before you open the cart. That's where
I'm with you on all of the above. I'm saying there's something not the offer is not aligned with the audience. Because okay, let's say you did the pre-launch, maybe you doubled the sales. Even then, that's not worth it.
It'll be more than double the sales, I bet. The thing is, like, there's no anticipation. It was basically like, okay, here you go, bam. Like, there was a small amount of like, we're probably going to launch something about imposter syndrome.
And like the audience is not audience doesn't care about this topic, because if the sales are so few, the on-page sales conversion is so bad, something is wrong with the offer itself. It's not the sales copy that's wrong. The offer itself is broken.
Do you have your headphones? I'm coming through on your mic, I think.
All right, so let me go get it.
Do.
I mean, he said he's going to close it down today, right? If it doesn't come through.
He's going to let not send as many emails out and focus on the Cyber Monday sale, I think.
When will this close down?
It's supposed to close. It opened on Monday, so it's supposed to be a 7-day, I believe.
All right. I thought this was supposed to go through Cyber Monday.
Unless it was 5 days. I don't know. I'll double check with Josh, but I think he should hit it hard. There's a lot of things that are wrong here. One of them is launching on a Monday of Thanksgiving week, and there's a lot of reasons why that is a bad idea. The top one is because people are not spending money on Monday. They're waiting for Black Friday. They're waiting for Black Friday deals. They're not buying from people that are probably going to put on Black Friday deals, because it just doesn't make sense. So they might even be thinking with this course that I'll wait till Friday to buy the course because they're going to do a Black Friday deal, which we're not on it. The second thing is that these are programmers, and our traffic significantly declines, and email opens significantly decline on holidays because they're not at work, because a lot of people have work emails. Not everyone, but a lot of our list, like at least probably 10% of it is work emails. So that hurts for sure. There's a lot of factors that are bad in this case for it. So I don't know.
How many clicks have you guys driven to the sales page now?
I don't know. I got to look at, or I got to get Josh to open up the stats on that. He's got,
because he said last like 1,600 clicks and 4 sales, right? And you guys sent a couple more emails since then.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
The price point is low too. It's $99. Like,
the price is not the problem here. The offer. I'm not even. Yeah, that's the contention. Whether it's the persuasion, or whether it's the offer itself that is not lining up with the audience.
There's also a transferability of Jason teaching the course, right? I think it probably would have been better to bundle. Like, it's fine if Jason teaches the course, but they should have had at least one module that I taught in the course, or like a bonus from me, something like that, to build that. Like, I interviewed Jason, that's fine, and he did a good job with the course. But again, a lot of it, that it's not as easy to transfer that.
But
credibility
in the sales page, it doesn't come across as if Jason was the one creating the course. It came across as if Josh was the one doing the work. And Jason was just the support cast. That's what I felt.
Yeah, but even with Josh, right, it's still not a direct,
Well, Josh, I mean, he's been running this shit for almost a year now, so he should be able to sell his name now.
But he hasn't sold any, like, I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, that way, man, how do you guys do any affiliate deals? Every time it's the same thing, right? You're transferring some sort of credibility that's happening, right? Mm-hmm. Anytime we did the deals together, anytime anyone else did the deals together.
Yeah, but we've had the best success when I've added a bonus package from me with it as well, right? We did that with the Pluralsight, and even with the coding, like the messaging was directly coming from me. So I don't know.
Yeah.
And like I said, affiliate deals we haven't had much success with until we adopted a different methodology for doing it.
But
to still, white label it.
Yeah, but even then, like, this one is abysmal compared to anything you guys have done in the past, right?
This is pretty bad. Yeah.
Like $600 in like 4 or 5 emails.
Yeah.
Even if you consider our productivity book summaries or mental toughness book summaries as average deals, they were still doing $10,000 at least per deal with just 2 or 4 emails, and that didn't really need me. Like there wasn't much of me involved, or there wasn't like.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
In the productivity, in the mental toughness, there wasn't anything you actually bundled on top of what we sold.
Yeah.
It was 4 emails. Neither I was like, you didn't really have to convince people very hard. I mean, you sold people on Manny and 2,000 books, but that was the extent of the whole thing. And we sold at least 10K every time, if not more. I mean, 10K was the minimum.
Yeah.
So here, even if you're not getting to 1,000, something is extremely broken, is what I'm saying. Like you're going from affiliate deals doing $10,000 to your in-house deals not even doing $1,000, and the price point isn't really that far off. Something else is broken.
Yeah, you got a good point. There's something broken here.
You didn't persuade people on the productivity book summaries. You didn't persuade people on the mental toughness book summaries.
Yeah, but those ones are different. Those are different. Those are more like impulse buys. At the $99 price, it's not impulse buy anymore.
Yeah, so you would think the conversions would go down, but you wouldn't think.
Yeah, the overall sales volume.
The overall dollar amount, like the EPC would go from $4 to like 40 cents.
No, but I'm just saying that persuasion is more necessary for higher price points. But
yeah, but this is not high price enough to think about.
No, it's not. But that's the other thing too.
Think about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's definitely something that's weird. Like, I mean, even with those affiliate deals, like we should have probably done 5x that. I mean, when the list size, like, consider what's happened with the list, and then some of it is just because everyone's using, launch formulas now, but when I started Simple Programmer and I launched How to Market Yourself, my list size was 3,500 people, and I sold $25,000 of product to 3,500 people list.
Yeah, right? That is crazy.
So that's smaller
most
list.
People can't pull that off.
Then when we did 10 steps to learn anything quickly, which is our next biggest launch, the list size was 20 something thousand people, probably 20,000, and we did 50,000 in sales. So we're at a list size, a cold list now, not cold, right?
Warm list
of but it's been pared down. Like Josh has removed 77,000 people, so
warm list
warm list, but a cold one. Like it's been reaped, right? We've knocked 77,000 people off the list, so there's like 70 or 80,000 left on the list, and we are getting not anywhere close to that response rate. So it doesn't
something
make much sense.
Is really, really, really messed up.
I wonder too if it's like, I don't know, I always wonder with the shopping cart software and whatnot, because I see like sometimes orders that don't go that are marked unpaid and shit, but it still doesn't account for enough. Like there's a bunch of orders that are marked unpaid. I don't know how people are like doing this. Pending payment.
I mean, you would get emails from people if shit was going wrong.
Not always. That you would be surprised. All of our downloads for the freaking content upgrades were not working, and we weren't getting any emails. So
it's true. After a certain point, like there's a critical mass at which you'll start getting those emails.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. There's definitely something off about it. One thing I thought about doing is like bringing in like an outside consultant to look at a launch, like someone like maybe like Jeff Walker or something like that. Maybe not. We can't get him. Maybe he's a little too expensive, but someone on his team or his coaching program just to go through and just shake everything out and look at like this and say, just so you get an outside perspective to say, okay, what is wrong here? Because there's something wrong here.
Yeah, there is something wrong here.
Like this should be 100K launch easy with this list size.
Yeah, you should be able to do 100K launch with this list size. The question is the product aligned with the audience? That's the challenge. That is what I am led to believe, that this product is not aligned with the audience right now. Whatever is happening, maybe like how to market yourself, how to learn anything quickly. Those are like so much cleaner in appeal.
Yeah, I guess the question is like, what is the what is the end result that people are trying to get out of this, and it's a little bit unclear. I mean, I don't know. It's like, why do I feel like such a fraud is the question, right? The answer is how to stop feeling like a fraud.
Yeah.
How much are you willing to pay? Is that enough of a pain for you? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
good question. So
you guys, and I'm trying to get to that as well, like finding out one product that I sell rather than selling multiple products.
Yeah.
Like one flagship program that would be worth so much more than all of these little programs here and there.
Yep.
I'm actually like, I've literally like, I have different departments of the business in my layout, right? In my business layout, the way I look at business every time. And there's marketing and sales. Over the last few weeks, I've created a market called a department called simplification.
Okay.
Because just focusing on simplifying the damn thing.
Yeah.
The more entanglements there are, the more difficult it gets to. It's like this. If I have one product, and take a look at some of the biggest guys in the space, and they all have one flagship product.
Exactly. Yep.
One flagship product, which is $1,000+, right?
Yep.
$1,000 or maybe $100 a month or something along those lines. Whether it's John Lee Dumas doing it, or Charisma on Command guys doing it, or who do you take any of them, like the podcast guys or the YouTube guys. They have one flagship offer, and all the marketing effort can now just be fed into bringing people to that one flagship marketing channel.
Right.
That's how John Lee Dumas really built his business. He had the Podcaster's Paradise. All his marketing efforts from the podcast was going towards signing people up for the webinar.
Right, exactly.
And that's it. All he would do was come to the webinar, sell the course. Come to the webinar, sell the course. Come to the webinar, sell the course. Nothing else.
Right.
He didn't really have 20 different products. Even today, he doesn't really have 20 different products. It was Podcaster's Paradise that literally has been making him 6 figures a month, more or less.
And you can find other products. Like a lot of those guys sell other stuff, but they have one flagship thing that they market and they push everything to. And then from there, they have other offers that they would give you and stuff, but they're just pushing you to the main offer.
Marie Forleo, Jeff Walker.
Yeah.
Evan Pagan has a shit ton of products. He's different. Definitely something more along the lines of what you and I, like, we have going on here with a bunch of products. If you look at Marie Forleo, Jeff Walker, a lot of these guys, very streamlined offering.
Yeah.
Brendon Bouchard has a ton of products, but now he's going into like this $97 a month package. That's his, like, that's where he's trying to get everyone.
Yeah.
He wants everyone to get into this 97. I think if we can figure out, like, if I can figure out, or you guys can figure out, like, the $97 a month offering.
Yeah.
And constantly, like, it's so high value, people have to join. Now, all your marketing effort, the thing about fragmentation of marketing is that the more you're fragmenting that marketing, the more your effort is being spent in 20 different directions, rather than just streamlining that one thing and keep on making it better and better and better and more optimized and more optimized and more optimized. So
exactly,
optimizing rather than having everything convert at 0.5% and you have 5 different products, you have something that you start converting at 0.5, then you take it to 1, 2, 3, 4. All the effort is going into that damn thing.
Yep.
All right. So $100 a month, $1,000 product is actually what I need, and maybe what Simple Programmer needs too. Like, the $100 a year membership is really not worth it. You have to sell so much to get anywhere close to that magic number.
Yeah, I agree.
Like
For sure.
$10 a month, you would have to sell 10,000 people to get to $1 million business. Right.
The idea is that you eventually like raise the
but
value of it is the
you have to
value.
constantly be adding value to that thing, in the sense that should be the primary focus, where you're trying to constantly, like every few months, you're raising the price. That's what John Lee Dumas did, right? Initially offered Podcasters Paradise for like $200 lifetime, then $300 lifetime, then $500 lifetime, then $700 lifetime. Every few months, his price was going up.
Yep. The value is the value is the size of the community, and that's so
right. So,
but there has
to
be a point where you raise it up.
Focused on delivering value on that one thing, and he was constantly like escalating on that one thing.
Yep.
Right. Rather than what I love that you guys have the community going, but then I am conflicted about the fact that you guys did 2 different launches, even though the community is there. Like, I would have expected you guys to just like keep on putting stuff in the community and raise the price. Put stuff in the community, raise the price. Tell them.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Like, basically, to put that in and then raise the price of the based on that. Like, it's in there now.
Yeah. Say, hey, by the way, you can buy the course one-off, or you can buy it as part of the community, and the price goes up next week or the week after the launch, and blah, blah, blah. So you're constantly giving the value of the community and making it go to that price point of like $1,000.
Yeah, I like that. That makes a lot of sense, because then also, like, you're giving it to all the people in the community. Like, they're like, oh shit, I only paid like $99, and now I'm getting another product. Like, I'm getting this whole thing for free. So then their resubscribe rate to the community is going to be higher for the next. Yeah, that's a really good point. Like, that's how that would make sense, is to launch this and then to basically say, but you know what, if you join the community, the only problem is like you have the pricing. What we'd have to do is essentially like, because the pricing for the community is $99. The pricing for this product was $99. So what we should have done is launch this product at $79.
You could do all sorts of. I mean, pricing is so fungible, right?
Well, it's not in this case, because the community pricing is $99. So
right. What I'm saying is you could have increased the price to $199.
You can't do that. You can't increase the community price because there is no announcement of it. Like what you're saying is, if you're going to increase it in the future,
you have to build it. You have to build.
You can increase it in the future, but at this offer, it would have to be the product that we just launched would have had to been like something like $79 or $69, or you can pay $99, join the community, get this for free. That would have been the way to do it.
Or that's one way to do it. Or to say, hey, by the way, we have this new product coming up. This product will be part of the community. And when the product actually closes, the price of the community goes up.
Exactly. And you'd say that as well with the same marketing. Exactly.
So if you wanted to join the community, this is the price. Price goes up next week.
Yeah.
And then again, price goes up. And again, price goes up. You keep increasing the price until you get to the $1,000 mark. And now you can sell $100 a month membership like clockwork.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
Right. Because otherwise you're just spraying your marketing efforts so much, like launch, open, close, and you're revving your engines all over again on a different marketing puzzle. And then you come across something like this and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Now we have to debug this shit.
Exactly. Yeah. No, that's the way to do it if we're going to push the community. So
if you're going to push the community, which I feel like that's the future for a lot of our businesses at this point.
Yeah, I mean it's got to be, I think, at this point. So
most people are going to the membership model now.
Yeah, either that or SaaS. Like, otherwise you got to like build a SaaS.
Yeah, so. I mean that. Yeah, SaaS. You have to now figure out SaaS products for the community. I'm talking about content businesses. Content businesses are going into membership.
Yeah,
or more than anything else now.
For sure. Yeah.
We can go and study Brendon Burchard's funnels or any of the other guys' funnels to see what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Sure how I can do.
What's
like,
that?
I'm trying to figure out how I can do $100 a month membership. So I was actually running this idea by a few friends of mine.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to actually talk to a bunch of people to see what this would happen. What if this has legs? So think about it. $100 a month,
Okay.
and it's a book discussion / study club.
Okay.
Every week, you discuss a new book amongst your peers, amongst other entrepreneurs, new business book, and you talk about it. And you basically, the biggest value proposition here is that reading only gives you so much learning. Reading doesn't really help you with retaining the ideas as much as really using those ideas in some format, which is either through discussion. When you're talking to people, that's when the ideas really stick, or you apply those ideas. So
Yeah.
the value proposition here is that you would be part of a community where every week we would discuss one new book. We'd summarize it, we'd discuss it, we'd get on a call and talk back and forth about it with others who have read this book and who are reading the other books in the club as well. So
the problem is this. I was thinking about this more because we were talking about this at the gym. But
right.
The biggest problem with this is that if you're going to go through this effort, you might as well make a mastermind group and
Right.
charge $1,000 a month. That's what I was thinking about after we had this discussion. Because I'm like, if you're going to actually jump on a call once a week, you might as well don't charge $100 a month, charge $1,000. And people will pay that, and it's a known model. And you can also, at that price point, you can afford to do Facebook advertising to convert people if you needed to. There's
But at